Y'all boys in tune? Well, my window, it faces the south. And though I'm halfway to heaven, that snow is falling, but all I can see is them old cotton fields staring back at me. Yeah, my window faces the south. And though I'm far from that Suwannee, you'll never see me down in the mouth. My window, it faces the south. Faces the south, and though I'm halfway to heaven, that snow is falling, but all I can see is them dear old boxwoods smiling back at me. Yeah, my window faces the south, and though I'm far from that Suwannee River, you'll never see me down in the mouth. My window faces the south. Still water, burn it up, son. Falling, but all I can see is them big old live oaks all around me. And my window faces the south. And though I'm far from that Suwannee River, you'll never see me down in the mouth. My window, it faces the south. Fiddling Adam Cecil now. Snow's falling, but all I can see is a dear old cotton field staring back at me. My window faces the south, and though I'm far from Suwannee Springs, you'll never see me down in the mouth. My window faces the south. I said you'll never see me down in the mouth, 'cause my window My name's Colby T. Helms, and we're the Virginia Creepers. We came all the way down from Franklin County, Virginia, just to play for the good folks at Suwannee Springs today. This is my first time ever playing here, and boy, I'm already having such a good time. I already got to meet Verlin Thompson, hang out with him a little bit, and he's one of my heroes. I tell you what, I knew I needed to be playing at this festival because y'all got half my heroes here playing, you know. I got to check out David Greer over there picking the guitar, and then doing a guitar workshop tomorrow right before one of my all-time heroes, Peter Rowan, plays. And so we're already having a great time, and don't worry, what is the word? I'm not hydrophobic, so I'm not scared of water, right? And the rain don't bother me none. We hope it's not bothering y'all either, and we're lucky enough to be playing under this big old tent here, and They call this the dance tent, so we're gonna do some good flat-footing tunes, and we're also gonna play some songs off my first album that just came out in January. If you haven't checked it out, you ought to look it up. It's called Colby T. Helms' Tales of Misfortune. It's about me growing up in Southwest Virginia and just my life and growing up, and it's kind of a coming-of-age tale, and if you like what you hear today, you have to go check it out at the merch booth. We got some CDs and records over there, and I got some T-shirts too, but they're all mixed-matched, and I didn't take them up to the merch because they're all messed up. But anyway, yeah. Oh yeah, and ColbyTHelms.com, of course, if you want to find out our newsletter. But anyway, we're gonna let Stuart Warner kick you off a good banjo tune here in A. What are you thinking? Oh, Shenandoah?
Yeah, we can do Shenandoah. Ready?
Oh wait, I gotta say one thing about this song. In Tennessee, they have the Foggy Mountain breakdown, right? And in Kentucky, they got the Pike County breakdown, but in Virginia, we got the old Shenandoah breakdown. Here we go. All right, a little Shenandoah breakdown there. Just to get the blood moving through the veins, as they say, you know? We're gonna do some songs off the album. I've been writing songs since I was about 13 years old. Let's start Daddy's Pocket now. Let's do that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I've been writing songs since I was about 13 years old, so it was really awesome. I was watching, of course, Verlin and Sam up here doing the, Sean up here doing the Guy Clark stuff, and Guy Clark's been one of my heroes for a very long time. And You know, I believe it was Rodney Crowell that said this: the best way to start writing is to write about what you know. And I think that's such a great piece of advice, because all my songs are they're just tales and they're just stories. You know, I started writing because my daddy was a storyteller, and he always told the craziest stories that may have been true, may not have been true, but they were good enough to where you remembered them. And all these people forgot them, you know, all of his friends. So I started writing, you know, songs about him, and you know, I always said, man, I have the craziest crap happen to me, and it's almost like my life is like a movie, you know. So I started writing these you know, stories down, and then I kind of added you know, words to them and stuff, added music to it, and I started, you know, performing these songs, but nobody really cared much until I wrote this one right here. It's called Daddy's Pocket Knife, and it's a song I wrote about finding my daddy's pocket knife, which I thought was gone forever. After he passed away when I was 12, there was a lot of people moving in, you know, in and out the house and stuff, and a lot of stuff got misplaced, and that was one thing I thought that was gone forever. And about a year later, I opened up a drawer, and that knife was right there in that drawer, just waiting on me. And I realized when he was sick, he put it in that drawer so that if, you know, whatever happened to him, it wouldn't be lost. He knew that I'd find it one day, and I did find it, and I wrote this song about it, and it's a very special song to me. So we're gonna do it for you right now. It's called Daddy's Pocket Knife. One day I opened up an old and dusty drawer. A little rusty piece of steel, it fell out on the floor. When I went to pick it up, those memories came back strong. It was Daddy's pocket knife that he carried for so long. As I held that rusty piece of steel there in my hand, my thoughts wandered back to that hard-working man. An old piece of steel and worn-out cattle bone. Daddy's pocket knife has finally made it home. Probably bought it years ago at the Angle Hardware store. And he'd come home from work every day, his fingers cracked and sore. Come here, my son, won't you sit up on my knee? And I'll tell you a little tale about the way things used to be. As I held that rusty piece of steel there in my hand, my thoughts wandered back to that hard-working man. An old piece of steel and worn-out cattle bone. Daddy's pocket knife has finally made it home. From my eye on that dreadful day, 'cause I held that blade in my hands, no words were left to say. When this time on placed it in that drawer, knowing one day his son would find it and carry it once more. As I held that rusty piece of steel there in my hand, my thoughts wandered back to that hard-working man. An old piece of steel and worn-out cattle bone, Daddy's pocket knife was finally made home. Thank y'all so much. Of course, one of the things that my dad liked to talk about a lot was hunting. He was a big hunter and outdoorsman and a Boy Scout just like me. I made it to Eagle, which was one thing he never got to do. He got almost to Eagle, and then his house caught on fire, and it burned up all his Eagle Scout, all his workbook that had all his paperwork in it. So he never got to be an Eagle, and he liked to talk about outdoor stuff a lot. And so hunting's a big part of my life, and you know, outdoor traditions. And this is a song I wrote about hunting, actually, but it's got a little bit more to it. It's actually about love and doves and everything that comes in between. It's called the Dove Song. It's a old 3/4 time song from my first record. If you pay attention, though, it's got all kinds of good metaphors in there. Virginia, there's a few good old boys still keep that tradition. Got a 6-pack and a 12-gauge. You'll see 'em sitting, just a-waiting on a dove to fly by. Well, it's hotter than hell. There's no place to sit down, and it starts up at noon when there's no doves around. And most boys go out and they act like clowns, but Lord knows I was persistent. Well, my daddy would take me when I was a boy, and I held my ears 'cause I hated the noise. I'd go fetch his doves, sometimes they weren't dead, and I'd cry to myself when he'd wring their neck. Well, now I'm much older, my daddy is gone, and I hunt these same cornfields all on my own. There's old Remington I clutch in my hands just to prove to myself that I am a man. I've still seen no doves. If I could just prove to the one girl I love, but she don't give a damn how hard I try. She's caught up in her mirror and the world's greatest lies. Well, my cousin once told me way out in the pasture, he said migratory doves, boy, they fly so much faster. Them old local doves sit around and get fatter, looking down at life from that power line. It reminds me of how some folks go through life just sitting and waiting on Southwest Virginia, there's a few good old boys need some more ammunition. Thank y'all so much. We're gonna switch it up on y'all real quick and do you a little Western swing. We like to do lots of different types of music. I'm a huge music nerd, and I have been ever since I started playing guitar when I was 12. And so I'm always talking about music history and weird facts and stuff. And you know, a lot of times nobody really likes to hear that stuff. But this is a real fun tune Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys did. And tomorrow I'm doing a guitar workshop over at the music hall, and so basically for that workshop I'm just going to be talking about my early influences on guitar and kind of going through a little history lesson and talking about guitar style in the 1920s and 30s and doing some old-time fiddle backup guitar type stuff. And then I'm going to go into talking about Western swing and my influences on that and playing sock rhythm and stuff like that. And then I'm going to break out the thumb pick and do a little Travis picking and talk about that good stuff. And then I'm going to finish it off with some bluegrass rhythm, talking about bluegrass rhythm and playing with a thumb pick versus a flat pick, because those things can be very different and they have their own unique sound. But anyway, this is a fun little tune that has that good old swing sock rhythm. It's called I'm a Ding Dong Daddy. One, two, three. When I'm a ding-dong daddy from Dumas, and you ought to see me do my stuff. Well, I'm a wild papa and polecat hollering, I don't want to get rough. I said it's ashes to ashes, dust to dust. A red-headed woman you just can't trust. I'm a ding-dong daddy from Dumas, and you ought to see me do my stuff. Well, I'm a wild papa from polecat hollering, I don't want to get rough. I tell you now, shake it, you can bake it, you can throw it out the door. I bet you I can catch it before it hits the floor. I'm a ding-a-dong daddy from Dumas, and you ought to see me do my stuff. I'm a wild papa from polecat hollering, I don't want to get rough. Well, tell your mama just what to do. You gotta kick off your jacket and take off your shoes. I'm a ding-dong daddy from Dumas, you gotta see me do my stuff. Traffic. I can get you some reef, I can get you some blow. If you take a little whiff and you're ready to go, I'm a ding-a-dong daddy from Dumas, and he ought to see me do my stuff. I said I'm a ding-dong daddy from Dumas, and he ought to see me do my stuff. Well, I'm a wild papa from polecat hollering, I don't want to get rough. I said Jack and Jill went over the hill. I don't know what they're doing, but they up there still. Well, I'm a ding-dong daddy from Dumas, and you ought to see me do my stuff. Yeah. and poke and holler, and I don't wanna get robbed. I said, revenue man put me on the run, had to shoot him down with my Thompson gun. Well, I'm a ding-dong daddy from Dumas, and you ought to see me do my stuff, yes, sir. You ought to see me do my stuff, yes, ma'am. You ought to see me do my stuff.
Look at that. It's a rite of passage right there, breaking a string during Ding Dong Daddy. That tells you he cares.
Yeah. We're gonna have to tell a joke real quick because I broke a string on the guitar. That's what I get for using these old crappy Diodarios. They ain't worth a crap.
Added to the workshop tomorrow, how to play a solo with only 5 strings.
Yeah, there you go. This is just a precursor to the workshop. Y'all got the early lesson right there. Yeah. Adam, why don't you tell him one of them good jokes? They won't be as good as David Greer's, but you'll still have some good ones, I'm sure.
Y'all know what happens when you throw a piano down a mine shaft? That'd be A flat minor.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the truth. It's the truth.
Hey, give him another good one, huh?
Another good one. You know why bicycles don't stand up on their own? 'Cause they're too tired.
Y'all are free to leave whenever you want to.
Yeah. I'm known for my beard growing and my music playing, not necessarily my joke telling.
Hey, that's okay. This is how we used to work it, right? So back in the day when me and Adam just played as a duo, we'd play a lot of dances and old-time square dances and stuff like that. And basically, what we'd do is the audience would stop paying attention to the music. So we'd stop the music and we'd get Adam to start telling jokes. And we'd tell them if they want the music to start back up, they'd have to put a tip in the tip jar. So that's how we ran that one for a while. And but Adam's a little rusty on his joke telling. Don't hurt his feelings, guys.
Yeah. Be gentle. Be gentle. Y'all know how a doctor changes a light bulb? He just stands there and the world revolves around him.
Oh goodness. There you go.
No offense to any doctors in the audience. No offense.
All right, I got this D string back in line here in just a second. Why don't you do one of them solo banjo sonatas or something?
Solo banjo sonatas. I don't have many of those.
Oh, he's lying too.
I don't think any of those exist.
Yeah, they do.
I could do you some free improv banjo.
You could do the Moonshine Sonata.
There you go.
You get it? The moonlight, yeah.
Let's do that first snow on this next one here. All right, sorry to keep y'all waiting. That's part of the show sometimes, you know. This next one right here is one off the first album. It's one of the more swingy and fun tunes we do. It's called First Snow, and it's a light-hearted little tune about going to see your girlfriend on the first snow of the year. But then at the end of the song, you find out that it's not real and it's actually just a dream. So, don't worry, I spoiled it for you in case, but
Thank you.
now you know. All right, let me get this D string. Thumping on the strings, that's what we do. Mr. Adam Cecil's gonna kick this pretty one off. We don't have snow, but we have rain, so we can always play pretend. At least it ain't so cold, right?
Do y'all even get snow down here?
All right, first snow, here we go. Well, the winds are howling on the ridge tonight. I'm longing to see such a beautiful sight. Drink a little something that'll get you feeling right, cause outside the railing's froze. Yeah, I'm gonna take a trip down a long back road, gonna come to a cabin with a one-done door, smoke rolling out that old wood stove, laying by candlelight. Well, I'm gonna see my baby on the very first snow, sit around talk about what we know, sipping on whiskey and a cup of Joe, getting higher than the national dead. Wood forks creaking beneath my bed, almost running through my head, and I'm thinking about what my mama said, and I'm trying to forget. Well, something about a snowfall that makes you smile, pipe dream makes it all worthwhile. Hope my truck makes an extra mile up that ridgeline road. Well, I could be hunting, could be trapping, could be fishing, and I should be napping. Instead, I find myself mapping my way back home to you. Well, I'm gonna see my baby, very first nose, head around, talk about what we know, sipping on whiskey and a cup of Joe, getting higher than the national dead. Woodward's creaking beneath my bed, and all was running through my head. Well, I'm thinking about what my mama said, trying to forget, yeah. All right, Stuart, you can take a break too, buddy. Yeah. Something was wet, so it seems. Something about loving and nicotine, it will make your thoughts go wild. Well, I'll get up, shower, comb my hair, I'll go to work in despair. That damn Sandman, it did me wrong when I went to sleep. Well, I'll get up, shower, comb my hair, go to work in despair. Damn Sandman did me wrong when I went to sleep. All right, we're back in action, guys. Let's do an old bluegrass tune. This one comes back from old Virginia here. It's a song about a boy who shot somebody up on the West Virginia line. And anyway, they hanged him on, well, you know, he had to meet his fate, you know, but you know, they got a real good song out of it. It's called John Hardy Was a Desperate Little Man. Shot a man on out of West Virginia line. Said, can't you see John Hardy getting away? Can't you see John Hardy getting away? Well, he ran on down to that East Stone Bridge. There he thought he'd go free. Sheriff came in and took him by the arm. Said, Johnny boy, you better walk along with me. Johnny boy, you better walk along with me. Mr. Adam Cecil. John Hardy, you're a good, honest man, and I'll always be true to you. Well, I'll always be true to you. Well, the same one to come down to that dirty jail cell was a little girl, she was dressed in red. She followed old Johnny to the hanging ground, said, I can't wait to see you swinging dead. Said, I can't wait to see you swinging dead. All right, Chandler, dig it, son. shuffle now. Well, I've been to the east, and I've been to the west, and I've went this whole world around. I've been to the river, and I've been baptized, but today I'm standing on my hanging ground. Today I'm standing on my hanging ground. Well, John Hardy was a desperate little man, carried 2 guns every day. Shot a man on that East Virginia line. Said, can't you see John Hardy getting away? Can't you see John Hardy getting away? Oh yeah, let's do that good old banjo tune. Oh, Stuart's gonna cook you up a good Earl Scruggs tune. There's a lot of amazing banjo players out there, but without Earl Scruggs, a lot of them wouldn't be playing the banjo at all. So we gotta pay homage to him, and Stuart does it right. His old Foggy Mountain Special. On the road now. Oh, boy. Yeah. How about some lonesome fiddle, y'all? rock and roll for you. It's time I brag on the fella standing to my right, the only fella with the beard and a pirate fiddler hat on. It's Fiddlin' Adam Cecil from Franklin County, Virginia. He's one of the best fiddlers that I know, and he deserves a lot of applause here. He does the old-timey tunes better than anybody I know, and we're gonna do you an old-timey one here that's been played in the region I'm from for over 100 years. This is an old-timey one we really we get a kick out of it. It's called Billy in the Low Ground.
You tripped me up there.
Yeah. See. Sometimes the old humidity and rain will throw these acoustic instruments out quicker than you can blink. But we're keeping them wrangled, don't worry. That old Billy in the Low Ground, here we go. usually when I play somewhere, for the first time, I break a string, but every string I break after that is just extra points. So I'm on a roll here. Thank goodness it was the G string that broke this time. Of all the strings, at least the comedic one could break. If Chandler ever quits as a mandolin player, I'm gonna have him still be a tech, an instrument tech, right? Y'all do golden slippers while I'm Y'all do golden slippers while I'm jamming. Y'all think you can do it?
Huh?
Huh? What? See, we don't know what to do when he gets off stage.
I don't know what to do, period. For real, like, ignorance is bliss. Let's do it. We're going to do a song called Golden Slippers, because Colby told us to from the background.
It went perfectly.
You ain't lying.
You know what? We actually did that on purpose. That was the point. We were trying to do that.
Everything happens for a reason, Stuart. It's all gonna be okay. We're gonna slow it down for you, let y'all do a little lovey-dovey, you know, a little waltzy-waltzy. This is one that's on the album. We wrote about the county where we're from, Franklin County, Virginia. It's called Mountain Brandy, and we get a lot of requests for it. So we're gonna do it for y'all, and I hope y'all dig it. Adam Cecil is gonna kick this one off real pretty like.
Ready?
Yep. she was laid out in the bed. And all the doctors came to her side and said she's got a fever in her head. There was only one thing that could ease her through the night. Sit back, mama, take a sip, everything's gonna be alright. Mountain brandy, it's made out in these hills. Best liquor ever run comes from those Franklin County stills. Mountain brandy in a green ball mason jar. Sit back, mama, take a sip, it'll take you far. I was walking out in the woods, it was a cold December night. Now through the distance, well, I smelled wood smoke and saw a faded light. I'd always heard those rumors, so I set out up that holler. The old man shook my hand, sat me down, said, "Here, boy, take a swallow of mountain brandy. It's made out in these hills. The best liquor ever run comes from those Franklin County stills. Mountain brandy in a green ball mason jar. Sit back, mama, take a sip, it'll take you far." All the older folks are dying out and all the Yanks are moving in. And lots of folks around town been talking about them old ways coming to an end. As long as those geese fly north and that creek runs south, you can run up my holler and shake my hand. We got something that will shut that mouth. Mountain brandy, it's made out in these hills. The best liquor ever run comes from those Franklin County stills. Mountain brandy in a green ball mason jar. Sit back, mama, take a sip, it'll take you far. Play us out, boys. Thank y'all so much. That's on my first album, Tales of Misfortune. Dreaming Again? Let's do a fast one before we do that. Let's do that voice is shot. How about that? I'm already starting to work on my next record and trying to get the songs together for that. This is one that's going to be on that. It's called My Voice is Shot. There we go. This guitar's not liking the sweat. Anyway. Well, it's 6 nights of picking on the road, and my voice is shot. It's hot teas and remedies, but they didn't help a lot. Way out west they said we were the best, they want to have us back again. When the band played Dixieland, you know the whole crowd started filing in. But my voice is shot. I've only got a quarter tank just to get my boys back home. I wasn't asking for a lot, but you left me here to ride on my own. Played their games, they want to push this country boy around. Retro tire, the band's on fire, you know tonight we're gonna burn this barn down. Well, bet some crooks who've double booked and pulled some shade upon my back. So I'll think twice about the price before I go wander down that lonesome railroad track. And my voice is shot, and I've only got a quarter tank just to get my boys home. I wasn't asking for a lot, but you left me here just right on my own. Let's get that old banjo kicking. Record skip, and it came crashing to the floor. Colby, leave that scotch alone, boy. You can't even make it to the door. And my voice is shot, and I've only got 2 joints just to get my boys home. I wasn't asking for a lot, but you left me here just to ride on my own. it's your charity, especially when I know you got something else in mind. So my Richmond City lawyer said, don't worry now, that's the way it goes. You'll never walk tall in this business, son, without stepping on somebody's toes. But my voice is shot, and I've only got a quarter tank just to get my boys home. I wasn't asking for a lot, but you left me here to run on my all together now. To shine, and I've only got 2 more joints to get me back home. I wasn't asking for a lot, but you left me here and it's right on my home. I wasn't asking for a lot, but you left me here and right on my home. Thank y'all so much. Hope y'all are having a good time. We got about 15 more minutes, so we're gonna try to fit some good ones in there. But we're playing as a whole band tomorrow, another set tomorrow. I cannot remember what time, but I will figure it out. But I know I will be playing a guitar workshop tomorrow pretty early in the day. Verlin's gonna be on before me again, and then I'm gonna do a guitar workshop. Then Mr. Rowan and the Bluegrass Band's gonna take the stage. So I figured it's about time I debut this song right here. This is one I've been working on right here for quite a while, and y'all are gonna be the first. Y'all are gonna be the first crowd to ever hear it. The old maestro. Okay. E minor, A minor, and B minor. It's a little E minor.
Colby has a brilliant mind for music, and like most bands, they've got a catalog of like 50 songs that they play. We're at like 400 now, and he's always keeping us on our toes by having us learn new music. It's a very fortunate thing.
Let's try that again. Well, the old maestro takes the stage with his bluegrass band. He's played at concert halls and venues throughout this great land. And he's picked with the dog, and he's sang with Bill Monroe. Well, I've searched my whole life just to find the old maestro. The old maestro, the old maestro. From Boston on down to Mexico. The old maestro, the old maestro. Just singing songs from many score ago. Like faster now. Ah! Well, I've listened to his records and I've yodeled his fair tunes, 'cause he's seen a many sunrise and I've howled at a many moons. Listen to his voice as the soft melody flows. I learned the bluegrass ways from the old maestro. The old maestro, the old maestro. From Boston on down to Mexico. The old maestro, the old maestro. singing songs many years ago. And only the elders hold the key to the door of ancient wisdom for young scholars like me. And when I'm old and in the way and it's time for me to go, I'll tell the little children when I found the old maestro. The old maestro, the old maestro, from Boston on down to Mexico. Oh, the old maestro, just singing songs so many score ago. All right, come on now, Chandler. Oh, that cross picking. Boston on down to Mexico. The old maestro, singing songs from old Bill Monroe. Thank y'all very much. We're gonna do an old bluegrass tune here just to kick things back into gear here. Or maybe it's a country tune, actually. It is a country tune, actually.
Not when we
just to keep things fresh. Just to keep things fresh. It's called The Truck Driving Man. Well, I stopped at a whorehouse down in Texas, a little place called Hamburger Dan. Threw a waitress right through the jukebox. She wouldn't play that truck driving man. Well, pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. Won't you put another nickel in the jukebox and play that truck driving man? See that old claw? Well, my waitress, she brought me my coffee, and I called her over again. I said, you know, this song, it sure does fit me, for I'm a truck driving man. Well, pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. Put another nickel in the jukebox and play that truck driving man. Oh, that old Mando. keep them big wheels rolling. I'm headed on down to San Antone. Well, pour me another cup of coffee. For it is the best in the land. Put another nickel in the jukebox and play that truck driving man. And play that truck driving man. All right. She's walking? Huh? Oh, yeah, we're about to run out of time, though. Let's see here. Yeah, you can sing one. Okay. Do I'm walking. That's fine. Do it in G? Yeah. Here's no J.D. Crowe song called I'm Walking. Well, actually, it's a Jerry Lee Lewis song. Oh, She's Walking. Never mind, we're not doing that one. We're doing She's Walking through my memory.
Big difference.
Sorry, y'all get a slow song now. All right. It's pretty, though. Don't worry. All right.
No, I'd have to relearn all the breaks on She's Walking.
All right.
Oh yeah, I kicked this off.
Yeah.
Well, somewhere in my thoughts there lives a lady. Well, she's walking back and forth across my mind, blocking out each chance of me forgetting, assuring me she'll be there for some time. Her golden hair is tied around my memory. Lord, the pain she left with me is here to stay. Well, I'm doing all I can to go on living, and yet I die a little more each day. Now that I'm alone with just her memory, well, I've had some time for counting my mistakes, Lord, and loving her stands out from all the others. Was one I couldn't help but make. It's funny how some thoughts can be so painful, Lord, and how they just refuse to go away. Well, I'm doing all I can to go on living, and I die a little more each day. She lets me die a little more each day.
give a hand for Mr. Stuart Warner there. Oh, we're getting bold, huh? We don't do that one? Okay, yeah. Huh? One more, okay, yep. Well, thank y'all so much for having us. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you like the show, I ask you to do one thing, and that's tell your friends about us. Word of mouth is the best way to spread good news, right?
And go to colbyhelms.com.
Yeah, or even go to the merch and buy a record from me and come find me and I'll sign it for you. There's the last one that we're going to leave you off on. It's one that Bill Monroe debuted at the Grand Ole Opry back in 1939. It's called Mule Skinner Blues. Shine. I need another Mule Skinner on a new mountain line. $1.50 a day. Well, we come to Suwannee on Saturday night just to pick these blues away. Bring that water jug round. If you don't like that job, son, lay the water jug on the ground. Morning shine. Hey, 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 do you need another Mule Skinner on a new good line? That's all, folks.